Hello and welcome to Let's Improve at Fortnite Battle Royale, the series where I take videos of my play where I feel like I did kind of decent, and I look at what I did well, what I did bad, and where I should improve for next time. And something to note about the series, it's legitimately me trying to improve. It's not about trying to make some good jokes, it's not about trying to be highly entertaining. I can understand if it's not entertaining at all, but these are literally made for me to be improving, and if you like it, then enjoy it. If you don't, move on, I guess. But I'm going to start making other videos soon. But for now, I'm trying to get better. So let's get into it. This Tilted Tower run is kind of unique because pretty much nobody else lands with me, so I get all of Tilted Towers to myself. So I get the entire middle tower, I get all of the construction zone, and then I get all of this other house before I end up meeting somebody around the 5-minute mark in my game. And it puts me in a unique opportunity where I'm able to get full armor, a heavy shotgun to swap with a pump shotgun, a hunting rifle for sniping, a green AR for mid-range, and some bandages to compensate if I take any damage. So I'm feeling pretty good about my equipment, but I'm kind of disappointed because ultimately I landed in Tilted Towers to try to get some high-octane action and it ended up being pretty boring. But I'll use this opportunity to get a little better. One thing to note is I always pick up a bounce pad and I always forget to use it throughout the game. So I picked one up in this first little clip and I don't use it. So that'd be the first thing I need to improve on. Remember when I have a bounce pad, and remember that sometimes they're really useful and I just need to remember it's in my inventory. Okay, so I'm exploring this house and all of a sudden I hear some footsteps. Trying to figure out where he is. I hear some building and some shuffling around the house. Close the door so he doesn't get a shot off on me before I realize where he is. And I hear him above me. So I look up and see some footsteps. I don't know if that's an intended mechanic of the game, but pretty useful. I know he's floor above me. Realize he's coming down the stairs soon, so I kind of set up in front of the stairs. And one shotgun swap, pretty easy, but I took a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage!
So I feel like if I wasn't at the bottom of the stairs directly in his line of sight, rather if I was off to the side or in the doorway, that would have been better because I could have gone a shot off without him noticing I was there. So that's probably what I should do next time. If I realize somebody's coming down the stairs, I shouldn't be directly in the line of sight. You know, just kind of do a surprise attack. And so I take his loot, I get a sniper rifle, I'm pretty happy about that. Drop one of my shotguns because I realized, well, I might as well just go heavy shotgun to my AR. One more chest, find a shield potion, back to 150, feeling kind of good about this. And ultimately I start exploring again.
When I wake up, well I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah I know I'm gonna be the man who
I walk in here and I hear a chest, and in terms of just analyzing my video, I shouldn't really even be talking about this because I just find this funny. What I should be doing is not worrying about the chest. I don't know where it is. I start looking for it, I can't find it. I'm still in the zone. I should explore the rest of Tilted Towers because one chest isn't really worth the time. But this is like Moby Dick to me, you know? This is the whale that got away, and I need to figure out where it is. I pretend at some point that I don't, right? I bust out. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gone. I'm gonna leave. And I explore a little bit more in other places, but it's just where the hell is that chest? Because I heard it. I know it's there. So I'll go back to it. I'll find it eventually. I just thought it was really funny that I spent so much time trying to find this chest when I just couldn't. And I ended up getting really distracted, and I was like, screw it, I'm just going to start breaking all of the walls. Right? I hear it somewhere. Is it upstairs? Nope, there's no upstairs. Is it on the main floor? No, where is it? But I shouldn't have spent this time. I should have moved off to another building. I spent a minute and a half trying to find a single chest, which ultimately, yes, it does end up having a big shield potion, but I already have a big shield potion and I'm at 100 shield, so was it worth it? No. Did I find the chest? Yeah.
well I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I heaver, yeah I know I'm gonna be
Okay, so I'm running up the hill, and I hear a footstep or two. See him, take a shot. Now I'm remembering my old videos. I'm remembering that I said, okay, I need to build first. So I build one ramp, probably should have done more, but one ramp is good enough, it's progress. And he wasn't building, and he was on the other side. I heard him reloading, and for some reason, to me, that said, okay, I need to go rush him. But what I should have been doing is building a wall and securing my position at the high ground. Fortunately, he didn't actually kill me, but he did do a whole lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
And reason being, I was shooting with a heavy shotgun, he was shooting with an AR, and I missed like 3 shots with my shotgun. What I should have done is I should have carefully taken one shot rather than just trying to shoot as quickly as I could, right? It's better to hit one decent body shot than to miss 3. So I took damage that I didn't need to, but fortunately he had a med kit and he had shields, so I was able to heal up. Now I'm comparing between heavy shotgun and double barrel, and the damage on the double barrel is way higher. But I'm not actually convinced it's better, because what it does is not even is it short range, it's like you have to be right beside them for doing damage, because its spread is 4 to 8 times higher than the heavy shotgun. So if they are farther away from you, it will do, even though it does 4 times the damage, if they are a certain distance, after a certain point, it will start doing less damage because the spread is so high. So unless I'm right beside the guy, a heavy would actually be better than double barrel, but I chose to go for double barrel. And then I also chose to go for the bolt action sniper rifle instead of the semi-automatic. Reason being, the semi-automatic does 105 damage per shot, and the bolt action does 90. And that's very important. If somebody's at full health but no shield, the body shot of the bolt action will kill, but the body shot of the semi-automatic won't. Even though you get more shots, the semi-automatic is worse. So I know somebody building another hill, and once again I'm thinking, okay, I need a build. Really trying to ingrain that in my mind. But I'm so bad at it. I'm really trying to improve, guys. I am. But I try to build, and I position it up, and I jump so I'd be able to be on the upper ramp. But when I jump, it changes where I'm actually clicking, and then I build a few extra ramps without needing to. So I watch this fight happen, and this dude starts bandaging up. Easy time to take a shot. I could have tried to hit the headshot, but I figured, okay, let's just hit him. And I hit 105 damage. He had full shield, unfortunately, so he's a little bit health. And now I'm remembering my older video again, where I just say, take the shot. Don't like try to make sure it's perfect. Just start taking it, start practicing. And it doesn't look like he has any long range weapons, so I'm not really being threatened too much by his presence. Rather, I need to put the pressure on him from long range. But he drops out of view, and it gives me PTSD from last game when that happened, and the dude appeared behind me and I died, which made me sad. So I start looking around everywhere, start realizing I've shot a few times on top of this hill, and somebody else, one of the other 6 players, could have noticed me, and they could have started like trying to get a shot at me, but they didn't. So I see this dude, once again, just take the shot. Boom, hit him, improving. I like that. So he's probably really low health, probably only 1 shot away from dying, and I'm trying to get a shot, but once again, I'm in the open. So I should be, as soon as he went under cover, I should have built not only a ramp, but a tower. I built 1 ramp, try to look, don't see him. I'm just kind of standing there waiting to see if I see him. And then I kind of realize, oh crap, I'm vulnerable from all sides. So I start building up. Now, I probably should have done more than just 2 levels, because ultimately the other hill is higher than my hill, so I need to be a little bit higher than he could get. But I built 2 levels, try to find him, don't see him, just kind of standing there like an idiot waiting. I build 1 more level, and okay, that's good enough. Let's just chill. So often when you start building towers and people know you're there, sometimes they're like rushing you and coming beside you. So I'm trying to like see a couple different angles, make sure I'm not being rushed, make sure there's not a ramp coming near me. There isn't anything, and that makes me happy. So I focus my attention back on this guy. And as soon as I start looking over there, I see that he's building. And so I'm like, okay, I have a sniper. I don't think he does. Let's start taking shots. And what I should have done there is, I'm still learning how far it drops. What I should have done is stayed in scope and seen, did it go over that wall or did it hit the wall? and I'm pretty sure it hit the wall because it looks like it's taken damage. So I'm kind of like looking, okay, if I do exactly one of those lines, it hits the wall, so I need to go a little bit higher. But he doesn't show his face again. What I should see right there, he edited his ramp to change the angle. The reason a person does that is so they can go to the bottom of their tower without having to jump out. So I should have noticed that, and I should realize he's no longer in the top tower. Why am I focusing on it? He's not there. But I knock on the wall, I see the ramp has changed, I'm like, okay, well, maybe he's just under the ramp. And once again, I check, he's not there. So I'm like, okay, maybe he's just chilling at the bottom of the tower and not just running away, which would make no sense. But I start knocking at the tower. Ultimately, it's not the worst thing to be doing, because I still have like 2 minutes of time before I need to get within the zone. But it's a little bit of a waste of time. But knock at the tower, he's not there. I'm satisfied about that. Now I have to start figuring out what's my next move. I heard an item drop behind me, and I can see it right now. It's pretty close, so I figured, okay, if I can make it safe, let's go for that, because maybe I can get a gold sniper rifle or something better than my AR. So I start running towards there, and I'm realizing I'm in the top 5, or top 4 even. And I'm starting to be a little optimistic. But I hear somebody running. And this is where the heavy shotgun would have been better, because he's at a short range, not like engaged. He's short. So the heavy shotgun probably would have done more than 7 damage there, and ultimately the double barrel wasn't useful at all. This is a pretty cool position because ultimately I have the high ground without needing to build, so I should just be focusing on making sure he can't get up. Rather than just trying to always shoot the ground. I did get the kill, and it was a good shot, but I should have been focusing, rather than just shooting whatever he's building, I should have just not been letting him get the high ground, right? I don't need to shoot all the structures. What I need to do is just make sure he doesn't come back up. So I probably wasted shots there. Ultimately, not a big deal, but, you know, lessons learned. So I'm healing up, just trying to be roughly within the zone, and I'm waiting to see where the zone starts, the new zone, to know where I need to go. And I'm directly in the middle of it, but I see building. So this is where I start screwing up. I know I'm in the zone, but I saw a building and I got a little greedy, and I think, okay, if he doesn't know where I am, maybe I can rush him. But that's not a very smart move, because ultimately, if he doesn't know exactly where I am, and I am already in the zone, why don't I just kind of stay there? Why don't I stay in that area? Why am I running up a hill to try to attack him? I'm hoping he doesn't notice me, but he does. And he jumps off, hits me with a rocket launcher, headshot, and that's it. So the lessons learned in this video would be, don't rush unless you need to, whether that's you have the high ground and you can force them to come to you, or you have the better positioning, like you're in the zone and you can force them to come to you. You don't need to go to them, so why would you give them that positioning? And the second lesson learned is, when building, don't just stop at making a ramp. You know, make an entire tower, make a structure, and actually put yourself on the higher ground, rather than just making one ramp and trying to shoot from that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. See you guys next time.